Police have alleged weeks of planning went into the collar bomb hoax on Madeleine Pulver in her Sydney home 2 weeks ago. But lawyers for Australian businessman Paul Peters, who's appeared in a Kentucky court, say he's innocent, describing him as a financial investment banker with no criminal history. North America correspondent Lisa Miller reports from Louisville.
Still wearing the clothes he was in when he was arrested, Paul Peters was also burdened by handcuffs and leg shackles.
Any word for Madeleine? I hope she's well.
He spent his last night of freedom at the home of his ex-wife and mother of his 3 school-aged children. She wept as she sat in court, the situation facing the family clearly overwhelming.
She's handling this very poorly. She's in shock. This is hard on her and her children.
In court, her ex-husband spoke only once to acknowledge he understood his right to silence. Police allege the 50-year-old Australian businessman launched the terrifying bomb hoax armed with a baseball bat, his face hidden by a balaclava. And they say it was an email trail that led them to the man they believe is the attacker.
I can't comment on the case. I can only talk about the extradition.
The Sydney police officers who came to Kentucky to see the arrest made aren't talking about the details, and neither is Paul Peters' lawyer, but he is confirming the Australian will fight the charges.
It's my understanding that he's an attorney in good standing in Australia and an investment banker in Australia, and he has no criminal history.
The court documents say Paul Peters once worked for a company that had links to the Pulvers.
Paul Peters will stay in custody until his next court appearance on October the 14th. Australian authorities have until then to make the formal request for his extradition.
The extradition brief of evidence will contain all the evidence that we've obtained and that we'll be relying on for the charges.
In court, the judge admitted extraditions weren't part of everyday life in Louisville, but Sydney police say they've got the process already underway. Lisa Miller, ABC News, Kentucky.